Hello YouTubers, you guys, and everybody on the remaining social networks. This is Dark King, and well, this is gonna be different. Quite different. Oh.
When people first came to America, they brought us with them, the ancient ones.
Ads.
Now there are new gods in America, and they want to destroy us. Wars are coming. I have a big role for you, Shadow Moon.
Damn ads. Anyway, sorry about that. It is good to know that everything is working as intended. Anyway, so sound of ad notwithstanding, yeah, everything working as intended. Good to see, good to see. Anyway, as I was saying, this is gonna be a slightly different thing for me. Right, 1 minute. I'm gonna try out this whole cam live reaction and, you know, probably in future episodes. Hell, let's change it. Let's see. Okay, things look okay, I think. Okay, the premiere will be shortly, so everybody in the chat is ready to go. I'm also ready to go. It's an not screw attack. It's another boys at death battle. Anyway, let's start the premiere. I'm ready for it. So. Anyway, like I was saying, this is gonna be me trying out this live reaction actually being live and recorded. Don't get used to it. For now, I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep it. I might actually do it for my LPs in the future, especially on June for the campaign of the AR Billions. Oh, that's gonna be glorious. Speaking of campaign, this time is Golden Week, so there won't be any live reaction to the chapters because, well, there won't be any chapters. Oh, there we go. Okay. 2 minutes before it actually starts, so. Okay, let's see. Any other things of note? Okay, let's see. And I was saying, probably not going to be using the camera, although my next episode on the Imperium campaign for Battlefield Galactic Armada 2 will be coming either tomorrow, yeah, probably tomorrow, depending on how much work I have to do. So, and well, we got stuck against the NIDS, so I think I came up with a solution. You're gonna have to tune in tomorrow at 9 PM. With that fun time, as usual, to find out what I came up with. So, now that that shameless self-plug is in, let's see what the boys of Death Battle have to offer. Because honestly, this one is an interesting one. Wario and King Dedede. An interesting battle indeed. Honestly, I'm leaning slightly towards Dedede, but not by a long margin. At least for now. Maybe could be the certain accent on the anime. I don't know. It's for some reason it fits Dedede extremely well. No idea why. The same with Meta Knight, the Hispanic accent. People give 4Kids a hard time, and deservedly so, but that dub was actually a really good one, in my humble opinion. Anyway, time's up. Let's see what the boys could attack.
For a limited time only, 23andMe is taking $30 off their health and ancestry kit until May 3rd.
Ads.
It's a fantastic gift to celebrate what makes mom special through personalized genetic insights on health.
Also, it's a very bad idea,
Really
but
I used the kit myself and discovered a lot of really interesting facts. So this Mother's Day, get $30 off the 23andMe.
if you are going to use it, have buddy decency of using a fake ID, or, you know,
that's the number 2
asking a friend.
.com/deathbattle. Again, that's 23andme.com/deathbattle. Offer ends May 13th.
Okay, Let's do this.
It's a lesson every hero has to learn someday. Just because your enemy is a little on the chubby side doesn't mean he's a pushover.
Talking about me?
I'm talking about Wario, the greedy and repulsive rival to Mario.
And King Dedede, the royal nemesis to everybody's favorite pink puffball, Kirby. He's Wiz and I'm
pink
Boomstick.
puffball of
And
death.
it's our job to analyze their weapons,
Also,
armor,
it's
and
funny.
skills
We
to
can
find out
actually
who would
do
win
this in
a
Smash.
death battle.
Mario is a pretty busy guy. If he's not saving his favorite lady, Princess Peach, he's off saving a whole different princess in a whole different land.
Pretty
Until
much.
he returned home one day to find his castle under someone else's control.
Honestly, that's
First
one of
up,
my favorite
Mario
games in
has
the
a
Mario
castle?
series.
Awesome. But it had been taken by a chubby squatter dressed in yellow named Wario.
Wario is Mario's opposite in every way. While Mario is kind
Kinda
and
Wario
heroic, Wario
are
is
awesome.
selfish and mischievous.
Not gonna lie.
While
I
Mario
love
is
those games.
thick with one C, Wario has two, maybe three C's.
Let's not. His name and symbol are even inspired by the Japanese word for bad, Warui. You can't get any less subtle than Wario.
Yeah.
No kidding.
The
But
fuck?
he's not some random chump. Turns out Wario is one of the 7 star children, possessing legendary
Yeah,
power,
poor
and
Yoshis.
even grew up with Mario.
Wario's grudge against Mario goes way back. While they were children, they played cops and robbers a total of 1,256 times. And despite frequently asking otherwise, Wario only got to be the cop once.
Wow, dick move, baby Mario.
Pretty
Yoshi
much.
should have just left you behind in that stupid crying bubble.
Whether or not he was accidentally conditioned into villainy, Wario has two main goals.
Ah.
Ruin Mario's life, and get as rich as possible through any means necessary, including crime,
Yeah,
treasure
my kinda
hunting,
guy.
and even making video games.
He's got the power to rival Mario, too. He's super strong and can bash through tons of rock and heavy metal with his shoulder bash attack.
Ah.
If that's not enough, he'll literally chew his
nostalgia.
opponents up. Ugh, just imagine those giant white bricks he calls teeth just closing around you.
He's also weirdly malleable, capable of being crushed,
Yep.
squished, twisted, and
One of my
stretched
favorite
with
games on the
little to
Game
no
Boy.
ill effect. However,
Collar.
Wario's deadliest natural ability is definitely his inexplicable farting.
Wiz, that's no simple toot. This is the fabled flatulence of folklore itself. The atomic vapors of annihilation. The waft.
Kind of a lame name after all that.
The waft is a highly specialized technique which
seriously.
discharges an enormous burst of toxic gas so brutal it'll topple nearly any foe. When aimed correctly, this blast can even propel Wario through
Lovely.
the air like a rocket while crop dusting anyone beneath his feet. It's,
Mental
technically
image.
speaking, just majestic.
Right. Well, that's
Horror.
not exactly wrong. In some
Horrifying
cases,
images.
Wario's waft has even been shown to be comparable to nuclear warheads.
Yeah.
By the way, I spent some time in your lab and I made a new invention.
How did you get into my lab?
Oh, nice try. After decades of research, I've discovered how to contain the pure essence of flatulence. Behold, the Windbreaker!
That's nice. Let's move on.
Listen, Wiz, I'm really proud of this. She speaks!
Anyway,
Not gonna lie,
aside
I
from
love
his
the new
own
animation
abilities,
style.
Wario has access to numerous weapons and
It's
power-ups.
funny.
Like his one-of-a-kind chopper. Also, explosives.
Kind of redundant when he can fart a nuke.
There's always room for explosions, Wiz. Check out this huge blast some of his bombs caused, which he was totally at the center of and survived, by the way.
His power-ups include a jetpack, a
Right.
metal body, and even Mario's own invincibility star. He can increase his size by plugging an air pump into himself and, just don't question it, with the dragon hat he spews fire.
I did do that,
With the eagle
actually.
statue, he takes flight. And he can even combine both of these to become King Dragon Wario, utilizing both these abilities while dramatically increasing his power and his weight.
And with just a little mouthful of rotten garlic, he dons pink tights to become Wario Man! This super form
My
increases his strength and lets him
choice is
fly, because he doesn't have enough
changing.
ways to do that already, I guess.
he doesn't always need some random object of power to transform. Some of Wario's forms come about because of entirely reactionary means.
He
Pretty
can
much.
become Bouncy Wario after being crushed into paper, Flaming Wario after being set on fire, Puffy Wario after getting stung by bees, and Fat Wario after eating too much.
Pretty much.
Getting fat's a superpower?
These sound more like excuses than power-ups.
He even becomes Crazy Wario after getting drunk. Though it's just a ball in the American version, because, you know,
Yeah.
kids and stuff, but anyway,
Lame.
I'm powered up. Jocelyn, order another
Censorship
1,000 six-pack.
is lame.
On his quest to humiliate
Amounts,
his red-clad rival
myriad of other
and
rewards.
accumulate Scrooge McDuck levels of riches, Wario has been through thick and thin.
Pretty
Like
much.
Mario, he survived that big explosion in the tennis court, which we figured out is equal to 2.4 megatons of TNT.
Yep.
But Wario's also survived the Shake King blowing up in his face.
The Shake King was a pirate with immense electrical power. Upon his defeat, his body detonated, and the resulting blast split the sky. By comparing the blast and the parting clouds to a
Damn.
map of the Shake dimension, we determined the explosion's exact energy output to be equivalent to about 96 sextillion tons of TNT.
Yeah, Dedede's dead.
Used to blow up a large moon, and Wario was totally fine.
He can seemingly eat anything, including explosives and his own bike. He can, of course, keep up with Mario, who kicked a 61 million ton castle and piloted the Star Diver at Mach 375.
Yeah,
Also,
Dedede's dead.
Wario destroyed the Black
Sorry, Kirby
Jewel,
fans.
an entity
Nice
whose
knowing him.
death triggered the collapse of an entire dimension.
So, does everyone he fights blow up when they die, or what?
Mario may best him time and time again, particularly thanks to Wario's clearly low intelligence, but
And
his
plot armor.
tenacity and willingness to never give up
Loads
is
and loads of plot
strangely
armor.
admirable.
This greedy bastard will never stop doing what he loves.
I can respect that. So,
The
Dedede.
country of Dreamland is a peaceful paradise.
One penguin is gonna be
Filled with some
very,
of the
very
most
dead.
adorable critters you've ever seen. Oh, look at the little waddle dees waddle.
But wouldn't
Not
you
gonna
know it,
lie,
all this
the anime
pristine
was awesome.
prosperity is actually run by a tyrannical, self-imposed monarch, King Dedede.
Ah, yes, the classic dictator at work. They show you what they want you to see, but really, there's so much horror behind the scenes.
I suppose he did intentionally create a food shortage once, but Dedede doesn't really have that much sway over his questionably claimed kingdom, namely because of one plucky pink hero, Kirby.
Everyone's favorite
Yep.
lovable marshmallow. Suck it, Jigglypuff. Yeah, this little guy's always been there to ruin the Triple D's schemes.
Schemes which, to be fair, aren't always evil. Like
Eh.
the time he stole the
Let's face
Star
it,
Rod,
tyrant or
seemingly
not,
for nefarious purposes, but in actuality to protect his citizens from
He
the
needs a kingdom
villain's
to rule.
nightmare.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
turns
it's
out
just
this big bad
Dedede.
penguin's mean side doesn't come from a place of true evil at all. Instead, it's because he's just really jealous of Kirby.
Right.
Yep.
Before Kirby arrived, Dedede was a tubby bird with only a modicum of respect. After seeing Kirby's popularity and success, the king made up his mind. He would surpass the marshmallow.
Cue the 70s music. It's time for a training montage.
Yep.
Through countless hours of intense work and grueling training, Dedede pushed himself to mimic Kirby's abilities and more. His speed improved, his strength skyrocketed, and in time, he even learned what all penguins hope to achieve one day. By inhaling a bunch of air, he can puff his body up like a balloon and fly.
To be
Yep.
clear, this is not a naturally occurring ability of his. He somehow trained himself to do this. This is backed
Damn.
up by no science whatsoever and makes absolutely no goddamn sense.
You
Pretty
stop
much.
and let the penguin fly. And that's not the only Kirby trick he
That's
copied.
all.
His lungs are
Video
so
game
strong
logic.
now, he can inhale entire enemies and launch them at high speeds. He can even fire powerful air bullets that can break solid rock. You know, I've been
Not
training
bad.
my air bullet technique too.
You? Boomstick, that's impossible. The human lungs don't have the capacity to.
Yeah, gee. But he's got way more up his sleeves than just stolen skills.
Absolutely. Sure, he's got an army of minions at his command, but when he wants to take someone down personally, Dedede jumps into the ring
That hurt.
with one of his giant-sized
Not gonna lie.
hammers.
He's got a bunch to
Better
pick
since
from.
Luigi's my
His
favorite of the
usual
bros.
favorite might look like an oversized wooden mallet, but it can summon freezing ice as he swings it, and secretly features a built-in jet booster to supercharge his striking power. Oh, you scared? Here I come! Here I come! Yeah, boom, bitch! While this move is garbage in Smash, it feels really good when you pull it off.
Through the
Yeah.
power of the Star Rod, he can amplify this into the Star Hammer. With this magic coursing through it, Dedede can cast several spells. He can increase his size, launch energy spheres, break the fourth wall, and mystically create up to 64 duplicates of himself.
Damn!
There's more penguin goodness to go around. But when the Big
Wait,
D
64.
wants to get hardcore, he dons a mask and whips out his ultimate weapon, the Electric Hammer. Introducing the mysterious masked Dedede!
Yeah, it's not much of a disguise, but the Electric
really.
Hammer is a definite upgrade over his Jet Hammer.
Hell yeah, it's way stronger, can blast electricity, and has a flamethrower. Oh, and also a
that's
multi-barrel
cute.
rocket launcher. Gun sword? Not good enough. Sniper scythe? Forget it. Give me a rocket launcher hammer any day of the week.
And remember that army of minions I mentioned before? Well, Dedede has a weird habit of actually carrying some of them around with him. Like, I guess, in his pocket?
If the rockets aren't enough, he can pull out this spiky sea urchin called a Gordo that's heavy enough to send almost anyone flying. The Gordo's
Almost.
one of his greatest tools, but it can also be a real pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Interesting that he's so
Been
jealous
there.
of Kirby's abilities, despite having quite a noteworthy arsenal of his own. Thankfully, he has become much less antagonistic over the years, even directly aiding Kirby in protecting Dreamland from time to time.
Like I said,
And while he's not the
a king without a
sharpest bird in
kingdom
the box,
isn't much.
he isn't all fluff. He can inhale and spit Kirby out with enough force to break through the planet Pop Star's atmosphere.
not
Which
bad.
means Dedede can spit objects up to 33 times the speed of sound.
Cute.
That's disgusting.
But that's nothing when you think about how he can match Kirby in sheer strength. This little guy can hit so hard, he destroyed a whole planet. God, calm down, Kirb. Now you're wrecking the place where you live.
Planet Popstar is shown to be similar in size to the planet Shiver Star, which strongly resembles a frozen over Earth. To destroy an Earth-sized planet like this, Kirby must have been striking with a force of over 1,900 septillion tons of TNT.
Okay,
Damn,
never mind.
who
What
would've
is
thought
that?
This adorable pink puffball could pull that off. And get this, apparently he's only 8 inches tall. He's a planet buster that fits in the palm of your hand.
Yeah.
He's shown even greater
Kirby's
feats, too.
terrifying.
And while Dedede isn't necessarily taking this sort of damage every time Kirby lands a punch, he does fight on equal footing with him.
Who keeps making these cute and cuddly characters so freaking deadly?
On a similar note, Dedede is also comparable to Meta Knight, who once casually flew from one end of the galaxy to the other in seconds. Now, Dedede's never done such a crazy speed feat like that himself, but keeping up with Meta Knight in fights and dodging a meteor around 160,000 miles per hour certainly
Damn.
proves he's faster than you probably think.
Like when he fought the alien Magellan, who ripped apart a dimension with a weird star-shaped black hole, which Dedede survived. This penguin's gotta be doing some kind of performance-enhancing drugs. Oh,
He
Right.
still holds a massive
That was a
grudge.
thing.
King Dedede has proved his ability countless times, to the detriment, but often benefit, of Dreamland. Perhaps he's earned the title of king after all.
well, he definitely thinks so.
There's only one bona fide ruler of Capitan, and that's me, King Dedede!
Right, I forgot. Kirby's even more
All right,
broken
the
than
commands
Mario,
are set, and we've
so
run the
obviously
data
their
through all
rivals
possibilities.
are
But
proportional.
first, I need to inhale some food.
By now, you've probably heard of Blue Apron.
So, now the question is, can they keep up with each other? The question is, I think, well, Wario can dish out more pain, but I think Dedede can take more pain, so it's gonna be an interesting one, most definitively. Quite an interesting one indeed. I'm getting back to my original prediction. I think Dedede has this. So, let's see if I'm right.
Hassle, try Blue Apron.
Oh, I just want to
This
cook.
week's menu and get $60 off at blueapron.com/battle. That's blueapron.com/battle.
Yeah. Can we get
Blue Apron, a better way to cook.
to the battle now?
Now, it's time for a death battle!
Alright. King Dedede. Let's see if I'm right. And it's a cage match, obviously. That's funny. Oh. Really? He's not gonna eat one? Come on! And Wire's gonna burn. In a good way. Really? When did that happen? Oh. Wow. Alright, this makes sense. Yeah. No, duh. Well, Wario's not belling me because obviously. Oh no. Well, you're dead, Dedede. Oh, he's alive! Wow! He's just so stupid. Oh boy. So yeah, Dedede just can't take more stuff. That was stupid! In the best possible way!
Wario sure had the upper hand when it came to versatility, especially with his reactionary power-up and totally unexpected techniques.
Yeah, pretty much.
Who would ever predict your opponent would drop an atomic fart in your mouth? Genius.
Gross. But ultimately, Dedede still had plenty of counter options to use. For example, his hammer's ice properties could halt Wario's many fire attacks.
And
So
unlike
stupid.
Wario, Dedede's flight didn't require any specific power-ups to control the air.
Yep.
Unfortunately, neither Wario nor Dedede have truly shown their greatest potential speed. Compared to the likes of Mario and Meta Knight, it seems Dedede held the advantage, though admittedly it's impossible to know the exact specifics of that advantage.
Yeah, but given how tough these guys were, speed wasn't the biggest factor anyway. What
Yeah.
we really had to know was how likely they could even hurt each other. I mean, they've been through some pretty nasty stuff. But guess what? Wario surviving the Shake King exploding doesn't stack up to Dedede getting sucked into a black hole.
By
Yeah.
examining the event horizon of Magolor's singularity, we can estimate a range of the black hole's destructive potential. Even the lowest possible option comes out to nearly 86 octillion tons of TNT. That is
Oh,
over
that's
5
overkill.
times more powerful than the detonating Shake King. And again, that's the lowest option. The black hole's
Yeah.
destructive potential is likely even higher than that.
So Wario had a hard time landing any meaningful damage because the big bird was just too tough. But if Dedede's anywhere as strong as Kirby is, and he should be given that they fight all the time, then
Yeah.
he was making hits that were somewhere close to Earth-sized planet-breaking level. Definitely getting the edge over Wario's durability.
Wario's versatility and tenacity made this an incredibly close bout, but Dedede's strength, durability, and speed were just enough to take the victory.
He really took the
Yep.
penguin.
The winner is King DDD.
That hurt.
Hey, thanks for watching this
That's
episode. If you
physically
want
hard.
Battle music for yourself.
Okay,
you can get it
so,
by clicking
who's
the link
next?
below.
And if you want some more Death Battle, make sure to check out Captain Marvel vs. Shazam over there.
Oh, Ben 10. Wait, the Green Lantern? No, that's Ben 10. And the Green Lantern. What? Why? Because they wear green doohickeys that give them their power? I mean, we've done Wither, so sure, why not? Anyway, I think, yeah, 15,603 people watching, including myself, so... Well, that's that, people. And sorry you had to watch. My eyes. My eyes. They burn. Seriously, what the fuck were they thinking with that Sonic model? I can do better. Seriously. Anyway. Anyway, people. Like I was saying, hope you enjoyed this stream as much as I did. And till next time, don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell. You know the drill. Till then, I'll see you around. Ta-ta!